We went to Mississippi every year, like the week before Easter. These are 4 friends, and we would buy an old car here in Manitowoc, or Two Rivers, and it would be like the beater car. We'd pay $50 or $75 for that car, and we didn't care if the tires were bald or if it, the engine wasn't just right, and it could be rusty and beat up, and it didn't make any difference. Then from there, we would junk the car that we drove down in, and we would buy cars in Mississippi. So that car that we took down from Wisconsin would be loaded. We would have the trunk full of like tow bars. We would buy 2 cars, and we would each drive one car and then tow another car. That old car we bought, we wouldn't have room for a spare tire, so we would drill a hole right through the roof, and then put a bolt through and a big washer to hold our spare tire on the roof as we went south. So, and I remember one car we took, we bought an old beater, and we used like 50 quarts of oil. So 50 quarts of oil is, we were buying waste oil and dumping the oil in as we went along. And by the time when we got to Mississippi, there was like a 1/4 inch of like grease on the trunk and all the back of the car. The back windows were full of grease. And we had a smoke screen from Wisconsin to Mississippi, but we were never stopped, so we were lucky we made it. And if we had some roadside things that would happen that we had to take care of, and these pictures are from just being stranded for a time with a flat tire or something else that broke down on the car and we needed repairs. When we arrived in Jackson, we would the first thing we would do is get in contact with the junk man, and his name was Ralph, and he had a network thing. If we needed a part or we needed just information about cars or what's available at auctions and things like that, he was our source. At the end of the weekend, we left on a Friday and we'd come back on a Sunday. And so our time was really limited. We all had to be back to our jobs on Monday morning. So, one picture is pictured at the motel where we had our cars lined up, and that was always late Saturday. We were getting our cars ready for the trip back home, and we could relax a little before we departed early Sunday morning for our trip back to Wisconsin.